Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs through the Talisman Sabre terrain system, which is an incredibly cool modular landscape plug-and-play tile set that you can get to truly enhance all your Gloomhaven gameplay to the nth degree. Although I suspect this is a probably pretty standard size for the hexes, so you could use them for all kinds of games, but they are definitely focusing on Gloomhaven, and I am very lucky to have not one full set, but actually a collection of a few different things. This over here represents a small portion of their total dungeon set, and this over here represents some of the stuff you can get if you get their cave set. And on top of that, they've sent some extras, like this bridge, this suspended bridge, is an extra little module you can add into your existing cave elements. And I'm not sure if the dungeon set comes with these very, very cool little accent dragons and whatnot. Plus, they sent along some accessories too, which I think is something they're looking into expanding, in neat little treasure chests and barrels and whatnot. But today, we are here to talk about the terrain. And as you can see, it's gorgeous, but let's get a little bit closer, where we've got our trusty hatchet and the diviner ready to plunder this dungeon, which is a level from regular Gloomhaven. I'm not going to do any story spoilers or anything like that, but as you can see, I mean, just look at these traps. Rather than just having the standard trap, how about a pit of goo with a sunken dead body trying to get out alive? Although the regular traps are pretty cool looking as well. Neat little spike pits, and if somebody steps in there, boom, you just pull it out and people can keep moving and the trap is out of the way. And of course, I think this is separate to a dungeon accessory pack that gives you rocks and stalactites to replace just all the regular tiles that come with Gloomhaven. Those are pretty awesome. Oh, but look at this door, folks. Oh man, I love this. With this cobweb motif here. This is actually just a hard resin, although it looks like soft cobwebs, but super duper neat. And then, as our heroes continue, they have to go across the rickety bridge, which the original level here doesn't have a bridge. This, again, is a way that you can accentuate your creativity and make the level feel a little bit more personal for you, like making a bridge halfway through. That, interestingly, we actually started out way low and climbed our way up to, and then once we cross the bridge, we start going back down, 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 dealing with more pits and whatnot, and then we get into the final room. With another door blocking the way, of course. And in the storyline, we've actually come here to destroy this pillar. Okay, and as you can see, of course, Gloomhaven is a largely two-dimensional game, and this has no gameplay function, but they sell a set of risers that you can put underneath all the tiles to create 3D effects like this, that you come in here, and then you've got to climb up to the thing that we have come here to destroy in this final room. So it's absolutely gorgeous, but, let's be honest, this overhead view is only giving you a so-so idea of what the experience is, so I'm going to pause for a second, and then I am going to populate it with the bad guys and do a little fly through so you can really get up close and personal. Okay, folks, here's our heroes, and I don't know if they realize what they've gotten themselves into, because they've got a scary dungeon to have to fight their way through. Right off the bat, there's a couple of night demons that they've got to defeat while dodging around all these stalagmites. And if they are able to take them out, then there's a wall of goo keeping them from getting to the deep terrors. Maybe somebody takes a hit and takes the damage to be able to blaze a trail so we can rush up and take them out. And then go into the second stage, where there's an elite, a black imp on the bridge, coming at you, boom, and we got him. Okay, but he's not alone. There's 3 more of them hiding around the corner, and hopefully we can take them out and keep on going. And oh no, it's another night demon. But maybe somebody can actually use some kind of special effect and shove them into the trap, and that will do enough damage to finish them off, and the trap is out of the way. And then we've got a couple of more imps. Boom, boom. No problem after all the horrors we faced. And then, waiting on the other side of the door is what we've come here to destroy. Dun dun dun. The Black Pillar. Ah! Bonk. Oh, probably didn't make it. But maybe. Maybe our heroes are actually successful and can make it in here and climb the steps, which again are not part of the original design, but really kind of accentuates the drama of having to work your way up while also fighting off these guys who are attacking you in the final room to conquer the... Oh, I'm not going to tell you the name of the level because I don't want to spoil anything, but as you can see, very dramatic. Much more so than the traditional version of this level. Let me show you what that looks like. I mean, it's good. It's fine. I'll admit, I mean, Jen and I, we have played this level, and we thought it was a very cool, dramatic, and exciting adventure, and we never really gave it a second thought to what it looks like, but yeah, that same sense of you are there, the verisimilitude, the nice little touches with the the little dead bodies crawling out of the goo and the cool creepy doors and the bridge and it's just not the same. I mean, there's no way you can compete without that sense of height and going up and coming down and all that. I mean, yeah, Gloomhaven is a nice looking game. It's very solid. I never really gave it a second thought until I actually until I got my hands on just a smidgen of the Talisman Sabre product. Let's contrast and compare again. Let me get this back because, I mean, how can this final room compare with this final room? I mean, come on. Boom. And by the way, this actually gives me a nice enough opportunity to show off one of the features, because you can see, oh, sorry, little ornamental dragons there. There we go. The room is back. And you notice, this is a single piece, this room, because of the way this works. These tiles are actually held together by a series of clips and buttressed by a series of risers if you want to create the 3D. You don't have to. This could be an entirely flat room like the original if you want. But if we take, like if I just go ahead and pop this off here, you can see you can make little mountains of these riser pieces, which is another one of the packs you can get from them to create verticality or just keep everything flat if you're not interested in that. And then the tiles themselves, let me go on ahead and see if I can snap one off of here, because again, this whole thing is held together by all of these little snaps here. So the way this modular system works is, you can see the base of every tile has these snaps. And so you can use as many of these little clips and just basically pop them in as needed to be able to go on ahead and plug them in. You don't have to, because you might think, well, that's really great, but man, it'll take forever to set this up. Well, that's if you want to really get really clever and ornamental with the verticality if you get, these separate pieces. But if you're just trying to lay the map out and play as quick as you can just take all the individual tiles and just push them together. And as long as you're not a Butterfingers, it'll sit just as well. Or you could just use a couple of these in key spots. Or you could just use these to make the outer edge and then put all the stuff in. The outer edge will hold everything. Or you could snap it together really nicely. I have to admit, I haven't even looked at the bottom of this because, full warning, they actually sent this to me. This came in the mail already pre-assembled. I haven't actually gone through the steps. But if we look at the underside, you can see that these are all held together by those little snappy clasps. You can see, like, there's 3 of them over there, 2 of them over there. So, because, hey, this room layout, that's a really common room size in a lot of levels. You don't necessarily have to recreate the room every single time if you've made a nice portable version of it. Or this particular bend piece, or that bend piece, because let's go ahead and grab another one over here. Let's get this all you out of the way. Nobody wants that. Everybody wants this awesome, straight away, which goes right in there. And what the heck, let's just go on ahead and get all the good stuff back. And again, it's not to try to slight Gloomhaven itself, which was a nice looking, good, solid tile game already, but, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the stuff, folks. This is how you want to play Gloomhaven. If you've got the funds, because make no mistake, folks, make no mistake. The Talisman Sabre terrain, is definitely an ultra premium product. You can find out more by checking out the folks' website. A link for it is down in the show notes. What they do is they sell this in a few different ways. First, you can have hand painted, which is what I showed here, all of it, lovingly by hand, not on some, mass conveyor belt assembly line way, but, lovingly with all the details. Or you can get them unpainted. And I've seen pictures of those, and those look really great too when it boils right down to it. So you can save a lot of cost if you just get the unpainted versions of all these. And right now, as I understand it, there are two different packs you can get. You can get the dungeon pack or the cave pack. And either one of these packs comes with enough tiles to be able to create any scenario in Gloomhaven. Now, of course, what you want to do is get both packs so you can mix and match. And I went through the cave and then I got into a dungeon or vice versa. But the developers do recommend probably starting out with the dungeon pack because you can use that for anything. And it has kind of a cavey sort of feel to it because you can make the cave levels out of this. You can also make the city levels out of this. The developers are working, as I understand it, on other types of terrain like city terrain, since a lot of Gloomhaven levels do take place in Gloomhaven itself. And as well, there are other things like the bridge, which is a separate little module that you can basically plug into your cave stuff. The risers, I believe, are a separate module, so you can have the ups and downs. And they are working on other accessories like the full collection of cave accessories to replace just the normal tiles that you're used to from Gloomhaven, which don't really quite have quite as much impact after you have set one of these up. I gotta say, folks, we were blown away by this, and they really do make it very, very easy. This might seem very, very intimidating to somebody like me who has no miniatures background, no painting background at all. Now, if you've got the money. Because again, this is a premium product. You can just get the dungeon set, and you could have all of your Gloomhaven taking place in areas like this, and it will really accentuate and enhance the experience. It's just a question of, is it too premium for you or not? Oh man. I love it. It's interesting. I just have this sampler, a little bit of everything, so I don't have enough pieces with this to make anything other than this one mission, unfortunately. But I think that's okay because I'm going to be sending it on to another reviewer after I've done with this video. But wow, Jen and I, we have both been blown away. We have really enjoyed our time playing on the Talisman Sabre terrain. And that's the run through, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Have a very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.